You are now entering the Thick Goddess Energy Morning Show. We in the building. High priestess in the building, didn't let my fears kill me. Transmuted my pain in that cleanse in the rain. Found out I was working and I conquered my demons. I accepted my purpose and the goddess I became. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing? I'm a little late, as always, fashionably late. This is the Thick Goddess Energy Morning Show. I am your host, Ariana, aka Divine Moon Goddess. It's Wednesday, hump day. This morning show is brought to you by Divine Moon Goddess Healers and Readings.com, where all of your questions get answered. And just so you guys know, so you guys can get hype with me, we're going to be switching that into a nonprofit organization, which is going to be pretty fucking cool. Okay. So that is coming. So get very excited about that because we're going to be doing healing on a whole nother fucking level. And so I'm very excited about that. So you guys, this month I have a deal. I have another special I decided to do this month for February, especially those of you who want to know about love, right? You can do any of the readings using code knowledge 444 and get a 25% discount on your reading. So go to the website. As you guys have seen, a lot of you guys got some messages from a scammer that's using the Divine Moon Goddess. You guys really have to look at the names. They'll have a slash or they'll be too close together. They like to steal my pictures. Apparently it's legal to do so. So you guys just understand that. Just know that unfortunately there's a lot of scammers. I will never, never, ever, unless it is one of my sale lives, I will never contact you from there. I just don't do it. You'll never hear me on Divine Moon Goddess page say contact me or message me. It's just not going to happen. Okay. I just don't work like that. I don't operate like that. I will tell you guys a secret to please understand. When you are truly doing your purpose and you are truly helping people, you don't have to go chase people for readings. People come to you. Spirit keeps my ass way too fucking busy to sit here and message 20, 40 people on a live talking about, I have a message for you. I don't operate like that. I think it's shitty tactics. And I just don't do it like that. Okay. So please, if you see a message in the comments, question it because it's not fucking me. Okay. Question it. I know it sounds good. Sounds great, right? But like, oh my God, Divine reached out to me and I love all of you guys, but no, it's not me. It's not me. It's a scammer. So just keep that in mind, please. Okay. You were just about to watch the twin flame. Yeah, the twin flame video was crazy as fuck. Some of you guys will unsubscribe because it was not nice. Spirit is not playing with the twins. Okay. I'm just saying, and I'm a twin included. Spirit slapped me up in that reading. I was like, damn. Well, all right then, Spirit. Good morning, Sasha, Holly, Betty, Jesse. I don't know who Facebook user is, but good morning. So, I am streaming on 4 different pages today. YouTube, both of the business pages, which one is Divine Moon Goddess, the other one is Divine Moon Goddess Healers and Readings. The business, right? And then, of course, the Soul Tribe, which is my main group in Facebook. It's the main spiritual group that I have here. You got one, they put Moon Goddess together. I know, we've been talking about these scammers for a very long time. 444 on the counter. I like it. We've been talking about these scammers for a long time because people are like, I can't believe it. I used to say the same shit and now I'm just over it. This has been like over a year. Right, Jesse? It's been like over a year with fucking scammers pretending to be me. It's definitely over a year. It's probably 2 years of nonstop fucking scammers for Divine Moon Goddess. So that is the reason why I'm going to be phasing out Divine Moon Goddess. I will always be Divine Moon Goddess, you guys, but we are going to be phasing out Divine Moon Goddess this year. So I just not that I don't like my name anymore. I love my name. It's just now it's time to phase it out and move on. And the scammers will have a harder time trying to copy my business pages and the legal part behind it, because once you get the legal names, the scammers won't be able to steal my shit as easy as they do now. So that is the plan. I can't say that they won't, because honestly, these scammers are very high tech. These fuckers know what they're doing. They're better than me on this shit. I don't have a WhatsApp, you guys. Just remember that. Anybody getting at you about a WhatsApp, I don't have a fucking WhatsApp. Okay. I personally don't have a WhatsApp for a reason. I think it's just too confusing. I only have a couple different ways to contact me. I prefer people to hit me up in my box, which is this inbox. You reach out to me, or you go to my website. That's why I have a website. I have a website for a reason. So you could book through there as well. Hey Joanne, good morning, Crystal. You just reported. The thing about it is you can report it all day long. I get these messages from Facebook saying a friend reported this person claiming to be you, but it doesn't go against the Facebook community guidelines. And I'm just like, whatever, whatever. Good morning, Yvette. Good morning, Victoria. Good morning, Shondell. I still don't know who this is in the group. Facebook user. Who are you? Good morning, Debbie. So, I will be doing a sale today around 2, yeah, probably around 1:30. Probably about 1:30 p.m. I'll probably be doing a no 2 p.m. I can't say 1:30. It's already 10:28. Good morning, William. Good morning, Kayla. Yeah, we're over it. If you've been watching me for a while, you're over it. You're over the scammers. You're kind of used to it now. You just block and go. Or you ignore and go, whichever one by now. This is not nothing new. I try to tell everyone who's new to my channel, it's like, this is not nothing new. We've been going through this for a very long time. So we're kind of used to this shit by now. We just kind of we just go. So I will be doing a live sale today, you guys. Wednesday, a crystal live sale, a pop-up sale about 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure to come check it out. I will be doing a Valentine's event sale. I don't have the date, but I have some cool goodie bags, prizes, and giveaways that I'm going to do. And that should be coming up in about a week. I know it's the beginning of February and I should have did this shit, but it is what it is. So it is what it is. It's 3 p.m. Where the hell do you live, William? Yeah, I don't think they'll ever quit. Kayla, it's been from the beginning, and I've been doing this shit. This is technically my third year. Um, those who know, I opened my YouTube channel in July of 2019, and I opened this page, Divine Moon Goddess page, um, in August 2019, and then the Soul Tribe I created November 2019. So we're actually going on our official 3 years straight. So um, I don't think they're ever going to quit. As you heard Jesse's like from the beginning. So I don't think ever, ever, ever going to quit personally. But hey, nobody can beat me. That yeah, I do know I'm a what is that? I'm like a rare gem and shit. I don't have the new stuff. I still have everything the same. I haven't received any packages. I hope I receive some packages before my live. But if not, it'll be the same stuff that I have. I was hoping, but with all the shipping and ports being closed, it's putting a damper on my new shit. So anyone who purchased from my last live, you need to go pay your bills, because yesterday your bill was due, and that sale is over. Yeah, scammers, that's what they do. They're scammers. They're professional fucking scammers. I think they should just start really being tarot readers. I mean, they should just actually do the fucking work. They'd probably get more money. But need some earrings. You know what? I never have earrings because no one ever buys earrings. And so I always see these really cute crystal earrings, but I was like, no, I don't want to buy stuff that people aren't going to want. So if you've already paid, don't worry about it. I'm not. If you've already paid, don't worry about it. So don't miss my sale later at 2 p.m. if you want to see what crystals I have. I still have a lot of beautiful crystals left. And hopefully the new stuff will be here by the weekend sale. So I will have another weekend. I will have a weekend sale. I'm hoping the new stuff. I'm going to do the Valentine's kind of promo gift when I get the new stuff. So I'm hoping I get that this week. We'll see. Because with the shipping, the way it's closed, the way customs is going right now, everything is like super fucking setback these next couple weeks. So like real shit. All right. So this morning's topic, what I wanted to talk about this morning is actually the title is When You Know Who You Are. Okay. So this morning I wanted to talk about it. Let me see. Do I have anything else to tell you guys? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it right now as far as announcements. Morning, Natalie. So the title this morning is When You Know Who You Are. Okay. The rest of it is you don't need to feed a self image or false appearance. And I feel like a lot of times this lovely, 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 lovely world that we live in sets us up for failure. Thinking, you have a lot of people on Instagram models, social media influencers. Um, It'll be around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, William. Um, you got right now it's 10:30 in the morning. Um, you got people who purposely stage their social media as if they're just really, really, really got shit going on, right? But when you know who you are, when you know who you truly are, you don't need to boast it. You don't need to over make it look like you're doing better than you are, right? You don't need, because when you know who you are, like your true authentic self, and a lot of us are still trying to figure that out, right? A lot of us are still on the journey. I'm not 100% authentic to myself yet. I'm still breaking a lot of old conditioning and old belief systems that I used to hold. And it's crazy because um some of the stuff you don't realize. Why is my lighting so shitty in here today? I feel like my lighting is so shitty. Hold on, you guys, because if my I think my display is something's wrong. Oh, the difference in time, yeah. Nope, it says bright. Well, okay. Anywho, I digressed. So when we're all trying to go through, these processes of who we are and who we want to be, right? We all want to go through these things. So one of the biggest things is to understand that about yourself, that you're not really who you are. You're not your true person, not yet, right? One of that's one of the biggest things. It's getting to work through that slowly. And even myself, like I said, I'm working through this week. Actually, this month of January that just passed, I had some really huge realizations in life, in my path, and things that I'm doing. And it amazed me at how some of this stuff we know, but we don't go true to it. We don't stay true to it. We don't make it our authentic piece of us yet, because we're still trying to get there. So when you know who you are, when you truly know who you are, right? When you truly have that setup, you won't need to feed the self image. And what is the self image? Do you know what your self image is yet? Have you realized who your self image is? Have you realized the identity of your self image just yet? Like, go back on your social media. And some of you might not be anybody who post all the time or post your food. And I don't have a problem with posting food. I post food sometimes too, especially when I'm out at a place, right? But if you're someone who always needs to post, there's something behind that. There's something behind that validation or likes or comments or attention that comes from that. Well, damn, Tennille, that's a very harsh sentence. We're going to send you some love. I hope that you got away from your daughter. Those of you wanting to ask questions, you can donate, and I can get you after I talk. This is the morning show, not tarot, but I can do it in a little bit. Um, you too. So, finding you is understanding the levels of you. We all have this ego side of us. We all have this part of us that is you know that needs attention or likes attention, or some of these little negative parts about us. But that's, you got to love that too. Your self image is who you create, how you create people to see you. So that's your self image. And that's what you have to understand. If you're sitting every day and you're trying to create this persona on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, that's your self-image that you're creating out there. That is who you're creating, but is it authentic? There's not that many people who are authentic on social media. They just aren't. So be careful of who you're following, be careful of who you're looking up to, and be careful of who you're idolizing, or like, man, I wish I could be that person. We kind of talked about this yesterday when we talked about the fear. We talked about envy, jealousy, and things like that. Good morning, Veda. So we kind of talked about this yesterday. So your self-image is who you're feeding into. Who are you portraying to be? But is it really real? Because when you know who you are, when you truly know who you are, you're not pretending. You're just you. You're not pretending. You're not trying to have anybody see you. You're not trying to get attention. You're just not. And I've had some friends tell me, like, all they do is post like fucking pictures with filters. And it's like, I know I know what I'm doing. I know it's filters. I know what I'm doing, and that's fine. But be authentic to you. You know, um, be careful, because a lot of people, they know what they're doing. They know that they're doing certain things, and some people fall victim to that and want to be that. And then it's like, oh my God, like, oh, I want to be like this person. Or you start thinking this person has this better life than what they do, and they don't. So going back to you, get to know you. Who are you? I am. I am. I'm the same too. But I can tell you that even me, I've gone through stages. I've gone through stages of understanding who I am. There's a lot of pieces of me now that I'm very comfortable with talking about that I wasn't comfortable talking about before. Um, there's a lot of things that where I would never show someone that I wasn't okay. I'd go to my grave like, no, you'll never see that I'm not okay. And now I don't give a fuck. Um, but when you know who you truly are, you don't need to feed a self image or false appearance. Okay, the false appearance. And I bring up filters not because to talk shit about everyone about filters, because I don't give a shit what you do. But if you notice that all your pictures have filters, Why are you running from you? Why are you running from what you look like? Why are you running from your authentic self? I just think at some point that you have to look deeper than what you're doing and just saying, "Oh, I'm just having fun." Okay, maybe you're just having fun, or maybe there's something that you're really trying not to look at. Maybe there's something you're really trying to avoid on your day to day. You're not being happy with who you are. You're not like, "Look, I have a blemish. I ate chocolate. It's that time of the month. It fucking happens." Like, I think sometimes we get too into trying to be perfect. Like everybody wants to be perfect. Everybody wants to be this, I never have anything wrong with me. No, we all have fucking shit wrong with us. No, I don't give a fuck who the people you watch, the celebrities and shit. They get acne too. You be bored, Veda? Right. Fake life, yeah. Yeah. I just feel like, and it's not for you to go around and start calling people out like you're fake, because believe me, the people who are fake, they know they're fake. I talked about this the other morning show where I told you I was listening to a Tony Robbins interview. And it was like he was talking about the first time he realized that the influencers, like on social media, were full of shit. And he said he had a buddy that was like a trainer and he met him at the gym to do some stuff. And the guy told him to just watch. He was like, just watch, just look. And he's like, like what? Some girl goes in there with this guy and they go in there with their equipment and their fucking videos and shit. And they do a couple poses and a couple videos and then leave. It's a bunch of bullshit. And these people then put that shit together like they're just in there hour after hour, like really getting it in. And a lot of it is bullshit. So you really have to be careful of the level of what you are allowing to take in to make yourself want to change into what you're seeing. Oh, unless moon reading is a scammer, we're going to block her already. Bipolar moments as well. There was a time where I was really bored with my life when social media was really coming into, and I want to say it was around 2011. And I remember being an attention whore. I was an attention whore in 2011. I was posting so many fucking selfies. It's ridiculous. Not as many selfies as people post today because it's not the same, right? But see this? This is the type of shit right here on my screen that I will not do. You'll never, ever, ever get a message from me like this, my beloved. You guys, if anybody calls you beloved, that's scammer terminology 101. I did a whole morning show on scammers. Scammer terminology 101. Okay. So go back to finding who are you. And look, it's not a bad thing for you to look at someone and they inspire you. That's not a bad thing. To be like, you know what, this one's inspiring me to do something other than what I've been doing. This person I saw this person doing this, man, these words inspired me, blah blah blah. That's not a bad thing. What's bad is when you think everything that you see is truth out there. When you think that everything you see is real and you think everybody's life is real, it's not. So you start feeding into this persona that you're trying to create that is not truly you. I feel like as long as you stay authentic and true to yourself, you have nothing to worry about and it feels good. When it stops feeling good, when you're only getting like right now gratification, that's not it. That's not it. You feel good for the second and then boom, you're right back to the misery. So find yourself out of all this bullshit out there. There's tons of people selling a bunch of shit of how they can help you do a bunch of shit that they can't. Like real shit, Veda. There's a bunch of shit. Like You got to get a little bit smarter to this shit. Got to open your eyes out here and just be like, well, you know what? I get it. You know, you don't have to be perfect all the time. I think you're setting yourself up for failure when you're like, I have to be perfect all the time. I got to look perfect all the time. Y'all know the friends. You might be the friend that you take a picture and they got to like, if they don't look good in it, you got to delete the whole fucking picture and shit. 10 people could have looked beautiful in that picture, but they look trash according to them, and now you got to delete the whole fucking picture. It's like, what? I'd be like, man, I don't like myself in there, but fuck it, whatever. But you have those friends. Like, if you didn't get them from their best angle, now the whole fucking photo shoot is trash. So you don't always got to be perfect. And I know what they say, like, you never know who you're going to meet. So you always want to be on your P's and Q's and shit. And I understand that part. But let me tell you, it's okay to be real. People like real, authentic people. You just getting a notification. Oh, YouTube sucks. You know the thing about YouTube is, you know, they don't really like my ass no more. I talk too much real shit. Facebook too. They've like lessened my reach is not getting there. So you guys got to keep sharing me out, because yeah, they don't lie. I speak too much real shit. They they not sharing my shit out. So you know, going back to that, you don't need a false appearance. You don't need to falsely advertise yourself. Be you. The thing is, people will love you, especially when you stop trying to be somebody else that you're not. When you stop trying to pretend, because we're already playing this game of life, right? And then you're going to add on this other part to you that you know is not you. um and it's not taking away your experience or anything like that. Or maybe today I want to see if I'm a biker chick. Maybe tomorrow I want to see if I'm a librarian. Not like that. But if you know you're doing shit that's for a false appearance, and I'm not talking about like hair and nails. I don't give a fuck if you put hair and nails on. I think a lot of people go way too into it, of you got to be all natural. And I'm like, look, if your fake eyelashes boost your confidence and you fucking like that, then wear the fucking fake eyelashes. Like, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Like, who really gives a shit? I did stop wearing them, but only because it was fucking up my own eyes. And I don't go nowhere now. I used to wear them all the time. I could still put them on and rock them. I don't have any on today. They're my eyelashes. But who gives a fuck if you wear them? Now, I do say, just pay attention to the type of eyelashes you put on, because some of y'all look like you got animals on your fucking lashes, which is ridiculous. I'm sorry. It's fucking ridiculous. You're watching yesterday's show. Aries, Taurus, and Gemini for the month of February posted on my YouTube channel. Make sure you go see what February is bringing you, because there's some really cool shit. I think some of the eyelashes, look, if you want to enhance your lashes, I understand. I remember I worked with this one chick who she used to wear eyelashes every day. And when you get eyelashes done where you're not taking them off, they start to look a certain way after a while. Like, they start to look a certain way after a while, and they just don't look right. They look shitty as fuck. I think that's a false appearance when we're going overboard. I'm not saying never get eyelashes. I'm not saying never put extensions or whatnot in your hair. Do whatever you want to. I had a friend at one time in my life who, a dude that she lived with for like 3 or 4 years, never saw her real hair. Like, she literally would go into the bathroom and wouldn't come out until her hair was done, like completely done. And I just think that's a bit much. That's a bit much. It's like you're not letting anybody see the true version of you. And if not, then what's the problem? And that's something deeper inside you. That's not just, oh, I don't want no one to see me at my worst. No, that's something deeper inside you. You got to try to see, like, why am I trying to hide my true self, what I really look like, or my true thoughts? Why am I trying to hide that? Right? Yeah, you know what? And I'm not mad at the people who do makeup, but fuck, have you guys seen? That's probably the biggest false advertisement I have ever seen. That contouring shit. I think when I really started, like, I kind of got the concept, but I'm not a makeup person, so I didn't really get it. But when I started seeing some of those videos, I was like, what? It's like a different person, completely different person without that fucking makeup, you know? And guys actually don't like all that. That's the crazy part. Women do it, right? Women do it to look better or feel better, right? And men actually don't fucking like all that makeup. It's like, what are you doing? You ever see some of these stars? Because you see them all the time with makeup. And so the second you see them with no makeup, it's like, oof, that's Beyonce. Because that's all people know. No one knows what your skin really looks like. And skin is not all flawless at times. You have sometimes dark underneath your eyes. Sometimes you got patches or whatever, or blemishes or whatever you got going on, right? But see, you're like that. I'm telling you, I know someone who did it. No one saw. Even her daughter was like thinking her mom had long hair. Never knew that it was fake. I just feel like, so I feel like when you have to catch this, and you have to become aware of your own shit, and you got to understand that that's coming from something deeper within you. That's not just, oh, I don't want to see. No, you're going into the false appearance. It's like false advertisement, right? Just think, if you're a dude, right? You want to go into you don't want to date someone who after jumping in a pool, or not after a pool, because most makeup is like waterproof and shit nowadays. Washes your face. It's like, who the fuck are you? It's like, wait, who are you? Good morning, D. Oh shit, oh shit. We're gonna send you some positive energy. Right. I get out of bed and I'm like, who the fuck? Who the fuck is this? My hair is all over the place. I look like I tossed and turned like 15 times, probably ran a marathon after I wake up. Crust in my eyes. Like, look, that's real shit. That's real life. Nobody's fucking waking up like these people. Nobody's waking up with their fucking makeup all done and shit. If you go to bed with your makeup, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, you got bigger problems. Right. Right, right. And that's what I'm talking about. It's a very false appearance, and it's a very false appearance, and stay away from that, you guys. Don't even allow yourself to be tempted to walk around this life and be this false bullshit. A lot of people follow these people, and I never got it. Look, when the Kardashians they've been around forever, but when those girls really started becoming popular, I did not understand it, and I still don't understand it. I don't fucking get it. I don't at all. I still don't understand it. On a business side, I perfectly understand what they do. But on every other side, I just look like I don't fucking get it at all. So I feel like that's the thing that people, that's the false advertisement, that's the false appearance, feeding this self-image of what you should be or what you should look like, even though these same people are completely insecure with themselves. Completely insecure with themselves. Right, right. And I know there's certain jobs, there's certain jobs like that, where you would need to, right? You would need to put on that makeup. But I don't ever think you need to put on that makeup every day to feel better. And I feel like if makeup feels you makes you feel good, great. But if you see that every day you need to put that makeup on to feel better, that's a bigger problem within you. That's not no more of just, oh man, I just like makeup. No, that makeup actually now is making you feel better, just like someone who eats to feel better, just like someone who drinks to feel better, just like someone who does shit to feel better. Now you're in that cycle. So if you know that now you've gotten to the point where I can't go to the store without doing my makeup, I can't go to the mailbox without doing my makeup, I can't, those are the things you have to start to look at. That's the false appearance now that you're feeding into. That's the false appearance now that you're creating and making, your life. You got to look at that. Oh, it is Groundhog Day. Did anyone look and see if the groundhog said, "Well, is it still winter?" Yeah, I've never bought a Kardashian product ever. Not one. I will tell you that, there's just some things that you got to realize your money is everything. Your money is your power. And you could give it away to fucking idiots, or you could decide of keeping it. And I just refuse to support some people. Some people will never get a dollar from me. And I don't care. I know they make billions of dollars and they don't give a fuck if I purchase their shit or not. But I refuse. I just can't do it. Butter knife? Who's using a butter knife for makeup? You know what? I remember when I was a teenager, okay? When I was a teenager, I couldn't go outside without looking cute. But even then, I didn't have makeup on. But I made sure I had certain clothes on or my hair was done. Man, I used to make sure my hair was done. So I get that as a teenager. But we're fucking adults now. We're fucking adults. It's like real life now. It's kind of like, yeah, okay, my hair's not done. Okay, I got a hoodie on. Okay. I think that, you just got to get out of the trying to always be 6 more weeks of winter. I'm not cool with that. Yeah, I'm not cool with that. Mm. The groundhog just died? Damn, is that an omen? Somebody look that up. My counter 14, 14, 11, 11, 2, 2, 2. You guys know it's 2, 2, 22 today. What the fuck is going on? 2, 2, 22 today. They killed the fucking groundhog today? Damn. Is that an omen? Somebody search that up. I think that's kind of sad. Oh, I was like, the real groundhog died? They killed the groundhog. The meteorologist killed the groundhog. It wasn't the holder because you were trying to pull this motherfucker out of his hole. I hope they have a funeral for him. Everyone, just a moment of silence for that groundhog. Poor groundhog. We're just gonna send love. So back to what we were saying. Just, find your you. I've gotten to a point, and I think all old people kind of do this. I'm not really old, but I see this in older people. They just don't give a fuck no more, right? You see old, if you meet like seniors don't give a fuck about your opinion. They don't give a fuck about what you think. They don't give a fuck if you want their advice. They're just going to give it to you because they're older, right? I love singers. I used to work with the singer population, and I actually fucking love them. No, I think it's the thing that they pull the groundhog up or something. Died, not the meteorologist. I'm gonna Google it after this though. Daniela, the groundhog or the man who died? So old people give no fucks, and I love it. They don't give no fucks about what you think. They will tell you some shit, and you're like, damn, that's some real shit. Oh, the man died. Is that an omen? Rest in peace to the meteorologist. I was like, the groundhog died? Damn. Oh, well, I should be sad that the man died, right? My bad. I hope he's okay. Well, in the afterlife. In the afterlife, we'll just that moment of silence for the man, y'all. I don't know. Sorry. So, once you get to a certain point, you're gonna be like that where you stop caring what other people think. You're gonna stop caring what people say. You're gonna stop caring what people think about what you got on, what you wear. One of the things I noticed is certain people that always needed to talk shit about somebody's outfit. I stopped being around those people because I was like, why are we always talking shit about people? Why do we need to point out somebody's outfit? Who gives a fuck what this person has on? Why is that anything that we need to do? And those are the people that have problems, insecurities inside. Because if you always need to attack somebody's clothes, what they got on, their nails, their hair, it's like let that person do them. Now, some of this should be way crazy, but it's like, why does it matter to me? It does nothing to me of what you fucking wear. It doesn't, right? I need to worry about yourself. So you got to remember, who are you around? Who are you with? What are they doing? What are they bringing? Right? Where you could tell the negativity, you could tell the false appearance around you. I'm like the old people now. I don't give a shit what you think. I don't care. Look, 16, 16. What is Spirit doing? Like, Spirit's doing some crazy shit right now. I don't give a shit what people think. I don't care if you think I'm broke. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm poor. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm rich. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't give a fuck. What I drive is nobody's business. How much I got in my bank account is nobody's business. It doesn't fucking matter. If you don't like what I do, I don't give a shit. Like, you got to get to a point where you find you. What you do is for you, right? You accomplish your shit, you celebrate it. It's not for everybody. But just make sure that you're being authentic to you. Because a lot of these people that people are idolizing are fake as fuck. And if you don't start to see that, and I'm not just talking about celebrities, I'm talking about like your average people on social media. A lot of them are fake as hell. And if you don't start to see that, you'll get this game twisted and you'll start to think certain ways. And you see people around you, you know. I know, don't I was like, damn, girl. We're about to have another ice age, you guys. If you believe that, you might as well go and believe that aliens are coming tomorrow. Good morning, Zachary. Oh, he died before Groundhog Day. So he didn't like die with the groundhog. Because I had this whole picture in my head of what happened, and it's like very gruesome. It's the mind. That's a Scorpio Mercury. Mercury and Scorpio will have you thinking some very dark shit. So when you know who you are, you don't need to feed a self-image or a false appearance. You won't need it anymore. When I first got in my path, I had quite a few people tell me, why don't you do this with your hair? Why don't you do this with your makeup? And why don't you do this? And why don't you wear this? And it was just like, why? Like, why the fuck do I need to do anything? How about I just show up first? How about I just show up and be me and go from there? Like, why the fuck do I need to change me? And then some people be like, why do you have to curse so much? So, like if I wanted to share you to my friends, you curse a lot. Who fucking cares? Maybe I'm not for your friends. Maybe I'm not for the people you want to fucking share me out to. Maybe they don't need the message. Why do I need to change my mouth? Oh, because words, exactly, they're just fucking words. I don't understand it. I don't understand why we take so much time and effort on bullshit. I say fuck, 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 fuck. So what? One of the things I told myself that I would always be authentic to myself in that way, where I'm not going to change just because I'm on this social media bullshit. I'm not going to change to get a check. So if people don't like me or the message doesn't get out, shit, the message just doesn't fucking get out. And the people who will come, but Spirit has a way to bring people who need to see me, you know. But I'm not going to like entertain you guys with some bullshit just to get higher ratings and higher views. Fuck that. I've always been like that. No, fuck that. I'm cool, you know? Right. I know everybody's like, no, not the groundhog. I like my curse words. Some people ask me why. I've always cursed. I've been cursing since a fucking kid. You guys, like, let me tell you something. I've been cursing since I was a kid. I was one of those little badass kids who was cursing. And I actually remember being like 11. Matter of fact, I was like 8 or 9 when I first heard Too Short. And if you know who Too Short is, he was rapping about pimps and hoes. Okay. So, I remember being like 11 on the stairs writing a rap, and I was cussing. I used to write little raps before I wrote poems and shit. The mind of a poet. I've always cursed. So it's like, okay, so now I get, oh, I'm older. Now I got a couple eyes on me, and now I'm gonna change, and now I'm not gonna curse because I won't get the monetization if I curse, and less people will fucking sponsor me if I curse. And it's like, so what? I feel like the people who will need it will come. The people who will see my authenticity will sponsor me anyway, you know? Oh, you gotta be careful what you say. I'm like, look, we won't talk about the C word, but I'm a curse. Right. Hey, Katie. I think they're sentence enhancers. I kind of like how they feel when I say them. That's that West Coast, Daniela. I was 8. I was 8 years old with this little radio. Had a little antenna. Those little fucking radios with batteries, little antenna. And I used to put on the radio. Radio was playing Two Live Crew, the radio version, but it was still Two Live Crew. And it was like making waves because it was crazy as fuck. Because Two Live Crew was fucking crazy, if anybody remembers that. So I was very attracted to the stuff that was not politically correct. I was always attracted to everything that they said not to do. Don't do this. Don't say that. I remember sneaking to fucking hear Two Live Crew. um, what was the other guy's name? The other guy's name, because we used to be dancing crazy to that. Two Live Crew. It was another guy. I know you guys know he was from Miami. The fuck is his name? I don't know if he was a part of Two Live Crew. He might have been a part of Two Live Crew, or maybe he wasn't. I don't fucking know. I can't remember. Anywho, anywho, it's that. But that's what I mean. Like I've been cursing my whole life. So now to, and I know I get it politically correct, whatever. But I'm like this. If Trump could fucking curse and no one batted an eye, and that was the president, I think I'll be okay with keeping my fucking curse words. Oh, Uncle Luke. That was his name, Luke. I was like, what is his name? Because man, pop that. You know what I mean? Like that's what people think today. Oh my God, you hear the music of today, and everybody went batshit crazy for Cardi B's WAP, and it's like we were popping pussies. Pop that coochie. That was the radio edit. The radio edit was pop that coochie. Trina was like, anybody remember Trina? Trina was like, you don't know Nan who was talking about being on the block, talking about fucking five best friends. Y'all remember Little Kim? Little Kim had a whole song that was like "Suck My Dick," like real shit. And people went batshit crazy, like, oh my God, Cardi B's song is so, oh my God. It's like, do y'all even remember the 90s or the late 80s to 90s? Do y'all even know? And I'm like, and it's crazy because these girls will come up and they won't even bat an eye to be and pay respects to Trina or Little Kim. And I'm like, do y'all know they paved the way for y'all asses? If it wasn't for them, you probably wouldn't be rapping like that. You know, Trina is still shit. I love Trina and I love Little Kim, even though Little Kim did some crazy shit to her face, and I feel for her. Um, but if you heard Little Kim, you'd be like, damn, Little Kim was raw as fuck. And she talked about all things sex and all things multiple people. Okay. So it's crazy that everyone's like, oh my God, look at today. This is why when people say that, I just look like, where did you grow up? where did your parents grow up? Because people are like, oh my God, it's so crazy out there in the streets. And I'm like, people were getting killed in California for wearing the wrong color when I was a kid. Like we lived in a Crip neighborhood. You couldn't wear red. Like no one fucking wore red. Like, so for me, I'm like, no, today is not more crazier than when I was a kid. Cause no, the shit was still crazy. The shit was crazy then. You know, there were wars going on then. People, I know people who fucking got shot up and killed for colors. Colors. So no, it's not crazy. So when people are like, oh my God, today is so crazy, I'm like, no, it's been crazy. You're just seeing this shit now. You're just opening your eyes to the craziness now. This shit ain't just getting crazy. This shit been crazy. So I think people put too much on it and make it seem like it's oh so, you know what I mean? It's oh so crazy. Even Madonna was like crazy as fuck with her songs and shit. Madonna had a whole like porn orgy fest. I can't remember if it was a movie or it was just a music video because I was like super fucking young. Madonna was crazy as fuck. And they'll still act like, today's artists are just oh so, new, oh so, out there. And it's like, no, this shit has been something since forever. Yeah. For me, the quality of music is trash. It's trash. You got mumble rappers. And see, I came up in a age of Tupac's and um people who actually said their words. You heard what they had to say. You could pronounce what they say. Now you got to go and do research to find out what the fuck these rappers are saying. You're like, what the fuck? And then the lyrics are, you're like, is that another language? Are you speaking another language out there? I don't know. Maybe that's something else. Yeah, I grew up in an age of poetic rap, the Ice Cubes, the Tupacs, Even Snoop Dogg, even 50 Cents, even with his, he had a gunshot or whatever, a bullet went through, and even with the sound, and we still understood what he fucking said. This rap today is like, what the fuck are they saying? It's bullshit, you know? It's like, I know, you know what? And I don't even give a fuck about the NFL. I don't. But when I saw their halftime show, I was like, I just want to see that. Like, I just want to tune into that because they hands down got a fucking priceless halftime show. I don't know who thought of that this year, but I was like, oh yes. That's fucking amazing. I just want to see that. I just want to go to someone's house just so I can see the halftime show. That's it. That's all I want to see. Yeah, I think people need to open their eyes because life isn't just starting to be crazy. It's been crazy. I grew up seeing a lot of shit. So for me, this shit ain't new. This shit ain't worse today. People have been getting slaughtered and killed for fucking decades. So for me, it's not different. The rap that's out, it's just for me, it's a lot of trash. I don't like a lot of the shit that's out. A lot of it is, I call it mumble rap. Mumble shit. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Dr. Dre, exactly. Dr. Dre, Eminem, even the ones that are on there, they're rappers that not only had talent, actually had talent, right? But you understood. Now I will agree with that. J. Cole, he's probably one of my biggest, but if you ever hear J. Cole, he talks about how he studied the greats. He studied the greats. He studied the Tupacs, the Dr. Dre's, all of them that came before him. That's where he got his style from. You could tell J. Cole is not someone who just came up into let me be cool in today. So J. Cole is probably one of the ones that I like. I don't like Drake anymore, y'all. I used to like Drake until I kind of got my eyes open to how fake and phony Drake is. Drake is one of those people that they put in the media. Okay. Let's distract you with Drake. Kendrick Lamar is another one who, again, if you listen to him, he talks about learning from the greats. He actually gives those kudos back to the greats. Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, right? There's a few, I'm not going to say all new age music is trash because there are a few that got some music that you can understand them and get the message. See, me, I always look at the message. What is the message behind this person's music? J. Cole brings some real shit. Kendrick Lamar, hands down. So does Nipsey. You gotta look at what are they saying in this shit. Me, if I can't fucking understand you, I'm not listening to you. I don't give a fuck what your beat is. Cause some of this shit, like the beat is like, oh, and then you're listening to the music, you're like, the words start, and you're like, the fuck is this person saying? The fuck is this person saying? It's some bullshit. Can't do it. So, there are some cool people, and I won't knock all new music, but most mainstream, I'll say it like that. Most mainstream rap is bullshit. We know that. Okay. Most mainstream shit, especially that mumble shit. I don't fuck with that mumble shit. If all you do is mumble, I don't fuck with your music. I know who Kevin Gates is, but I actually don't know any of his music. And I probably need to look him up because I actually don't know his music like that. So I can't even speak on him. I know who he is because I see his TikToks and he speaks some very cool shit. But there's some controversy with him being fake or phony. So I kind of got to look more into him before I speak on Kevin Gates. I don't want to say like I because I don't know shit on him. Like real shit. Even Easy E, you got to give him props, right? If you came from that generation, you understand what rap is. I need to do a whole show on rap. Good morning, Boots Lace. I still play old shit. I don't give a fuck. I'll still be playing my old rap. But man, His older albums. Okay. I'll have to look him up. I'll have to look him up. I've only seen some of his speeches. Well, I'm not going to say some of his speeches be actually on point, but there's some controversy behind him. So I have to kind of look. Once you start getting some controversy and people kind of saying stuff, I got to do my diligence and kind of look you up and kind of see if it's somebody I want to support or not. One of the things you got to get to a certain extent is realizing who do you want to support and who's real and who's fake. That's what kind of got me to see about Drake, and I ain't fucking with Drake. Sorry. If all your music is taking drugs and being high, I don't fuck with your music. But if you are telling a story and you are putting a message out there, you could feel it. It's different. The authenticity behind your shit is different, right? Yeah. It is. It's a lot of bullshit. Women in the strip club, drugs, stealing. And I'm gonna say rap has always told a story. If you go back to even like NWA, if you go back to anyone who was rapping, even if you guys remember Queen Latifah was a rapper. If you go back and look at her music, and I loved Queen Latifah when she first was rapping. They told stories. There was a story behind the music. They were bringing to light what was going on in the hood. They were bringing to light the everyday shit that was happening. There's a story behind it. But if all you're talking about is being high and being this, and you're promoting this now, you're no longer telling a story. You're promoting it. So how many more people are high on ecstasy, on all of these drugs to have a good time when you really don't need all that shit to have a good time? All of that shit is to escape. So you're promoting escapism from a life of riches, because half of these people got major money. They talk about being high all the time. So you got major money, all your shit is paid, no real worries in your life, but you stay high all the fucking time. What the fuck is wrong with that? Me, I have a problem with that. Because at that point, with all that money, your ass should be fucking happy as fuck. Like, you should have no problems with all that money, and you still fucking high and depressed. What the fuck is going on with you? Something else. We need to look at that. Yeah. And I have nothing wrong with the strip clubs. I love the strip clubs. I actually go and support the strip clubs, you guys. But when that's all we're pushing, and again, we're setting the tone that this is what women have to look like. You're now A lot of women now have decreased their self-worth because I got to look like the strippers. I got to look like that for my man to want me. I got to look like that on an everyday basis for my man to not, be out there. And so now you have a lot of people who come into this very horrible space because now you are sitting here competing with some shit you don't need to compete with, right? But that's where we're setting it up. If you even listen to like the early 2000s of like rapping songs that came in, it was still very lovey-dovey. It was still very lovey-dovey. Like, oh, Nelly. We can't forget Nelly. We cannot talk about rappers and not talk about Nelly. Nelly was a game changer. I always loved him. Um, but I feel like if you just look at how rap evolved, it got very commercial, very fucking commercial. It's horrible. Right, right. Exactly. And that's probably the biggest point about it. I got to post this on here. That's probably the biggest point is glorifying the hood. And like I said, if you go back to early rap, they were telling a story. They wanted people to see and understood. The people who didn't know what the hood was, they wanted you to know what was going on. So they were telling you what was going on. And now people are glorifying it. But every one of those person that make money, they ain't living in the hood no more. Soon as you make your money, you're mainstream, you're not living in the hood. Get the fuck out of here. You're no longer in the hood. You're no longer on the corner selling dope. You're not. You're not. You can't rap the same. You can't still talk about slanging and you in a fucking mansion somewhere. No. The authenticity is not there, right? So I have a problem with a lot of the new school rappers, y'all. I don't listen to it. I actually don't listen to a lot of rap no more just because of the energy that's in it. It's a lot of hurt, a lot of pain. As an empath, I just try to stay away from that, I try to listen to more uplifting stuff, just because of the way my energy is now. Not to say that I hate all music. I love music. I've always been someone who connects with music, but because of the way I am, you could feel the pain in a lot of it. And if you're really receptive, you can start to transmute that and take it on. And so you don't want to do that. Oh, Redman was the shit. I love Redman. He was funny as fuck, but also he was a beast. He was a beast. Not too many people can fuck with him. And I know I named a lot of West Coast rappers. I'm from the West Coast. I did like a few East Coast. Biggie was always one of my favorites also, even when we were going through the West Coast, East Coast war. Method Man is one of my faves. I really didn't listen to Wu Tang Clan. I know of them. I really didn't listen to them. I'm not really an East Coast. I don't really listen to a lot of East Coast rap. That's just me. I'm a West Coast girl, so a lot of the people that I listen to are West Coast rappers. Um, Tech Nine is a beast too. If you know who Tech Nine is, he's a real ass person. Like that, his not only is his flow, and he's got one of those fast flows. So if you don't know who Tech Nine is, go listen to him because he can fuck it up real fast, and it's like some Busta Rhymes shit. But I still love Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes was one of those ones that I always loved. That fool was crazy as hell. Um, yeah, I listened to Wu Tang, but I never got into him like that. I'm trying to think of a couple of the people that were East Coast that I listened to as a kid. Because remember, there was that hotline. It was on the TV. What fucking? It was like you could call and you could call and request your favorite video. I can't remember what fucking channel was that because we didn't even have cable them days. I don't even fucking know what channel is that. But you could call and request your fucking video. Well, I don't really look at TLC as a rap group though. I don't know who Zero is. I'd have to look that person up. DMX, of course, we already know no one can fuck with DMX. I mean, not no one. There's people in DMX's league. Was it MTV that had that? No, before 106 in Park, Victoria. I'm talking about the 90s. I'm talking about our 90s. Before 106 in Park, before BET, there was a show you could actually call. Was it MTV though? I don't think it was MTV. You could call and request. Oh, somebody's got to remember. You could call and request your favorite video. But I can't remember what channel that was. I'm gonna remember it after. I can't remember if it was maybe it total request. I don't know. No, I don't know if it was that one. I can't remember. Hey Trina. But there, and I'm pretty sure there's some other great East Coast legends. I'm not a big East Coast rap girl, so I can't, sit and say anybody who has some East Coast faves, drop them. I don't want to sit here and I don't know a lot about East Coast rap. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm a West Coast girl, so a lot of the rap, especially when I was a kid, that was all West Coast rap for me. Little Rob, you guys, there's some Hispanic rappers that I just fucking love, you know, from the West Coast, and I'll just kind of always listen to them. Um, was it the Box? It probably was the Box because that actually sounds familiar. I can't remember what it was, but you could request these videos, and that's where I would see a lot of these videos because I didn't have cable. I don't think we ever had MTV. It's probably the Box. I think it's the Box. If anybody remembers that old school, it was like the early 90s and it was on TV, but I can't remember because we didn't have cable. We were poor. We had fucking free channels, but it was some channel that would play music and you could request the videos. And that's how I would come across all like this music that wasn't on the radio. I would come across all these people that weren't on the radio. And that's how I came across Busta Rhymes. Because actually, at that time, Busta Rhymes was in a group, and I can't remember the group's name, but it was a group with Busta Rhymes. He was like one of the people in the group. And that's how I came across Tupac. Actually, I came across Tupac on that because Burna Had a Baby was out. That song, Burna Had a Baby, and that just his flow in that song had caught my attention. Um, and Digital Underground was my shit. I love them hands down. There's a lot of good music. So again, going back to, and I'm going to get into our, because we're already at an hour, I'm going to get into our horoscope. But when you know who you are, you don't need to feed a self-image or false appearance. So remember to stay you, be confident in you. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like I always say, I'm a big girl. So what? You know, there was a time where that used to affect me all the time. And then I just got to the point like, whatever. It don't affect you too much because your ass ain't starving to get skinny. So I think we have to stop letting shit get to us and fuck us up and always feel like we have to constantly fucking compete with other people or wanting to be this or wanting to be that, right? Just kind of let this shit go and allow yourself to just kind of be you, whatever that is, right? Yeah, I think it is the box. I think it is the box because we used to be calling in, you know, when we did have the line, calling in and trying to get these songs on. And that's what I came across. There's this group, what's the scenario? Who is that? Tribe Called Quest. Tell me y'all gotta remember Tribe Called Quest. Tribe Called Quest was my shit. Um so what's the scenario? Hi. California love. Good morning, Khadijah. Yeah, it was completely controlled by the viewers. So I needed that light. So you could call in and you could call in and request any song. And so that's how I came across a lot of these rappers and stuff. It's because I was watching this and you had people all over that were requested. So it wasn't just West Coast rap, it was rap all over. So all right, you guys, let's get in.